Hello YouTube, welcome back, and today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on an expandable wheat farm. Now I say wheat farm, but you can pretty much use it for uh, carrots, potatoes, and beetroot, and if you happen to have any sort of other mod installed that includes crops grown in the same way, you can use it for that as well. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you this. Now I already have some crops waiting for me. See, I've got my wheat, my carrots, my potatoes, and my beetroot. And so down here I have the place where I'm going to store all of my items. All I have to do is press this button, and you're getting a massive amount of crops. Now the reason why I'm standing down here instead of using like hoppers or something is because you can actually gather more materials by having it drop into your inventory than you can by dropping it into a hopper's inventory. So then obviously then you have to come back and replant all these, which I'm not going to bore you guys with. So yeah, this is actually very simple to do. It doesn't use too much redstone. Well, I guess that depends on someone's point of view. I will work with redstone all the time, so there's no such thing as too much for me, but it's actually very easy to build. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. So in order to build this thing, first off, you're going to need your building blocks. You're going to need dirt. You're going to need dispensers, water bucket, torches, and then you're going to need ladders. I'm going to show you how to build the structure first, and then I'm going to show you how to wire all the redstone up. Now, from this particular example, it's not exactly the cleanest way to house the entrance to your farm, I will admit to that. But I will say that you can actually build the entrance to this however you want. You just gotta make sure you have a button in here in order to power all of it. So to start things off, you're going to want to create a rectangle which is going to house all of your crops. So you want to put down 5 blocks here, then you want to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 more blocks here, and then here you want to build out 3 blocks. Same on this side, 1, 2, 3, and then you want to put a block here. Now the reason why we're putting a block here is because this is where our ladders are going to go, so we can get to different levels of the farm. Next we need to take our dirt, and we need to fill in the space. Now we're going to leave this spot open, and I'll show you why in a moment. So just completely fill the rest of this space in with dirt. Okay, we've got our entire dirt level put down. Now what you want to do is you want to fill this with a water bucket. Now, despite this being just one water source and one small one, it is actually going to reach out to this entire field of dirt. Don't you worry. So once you till it and start planting your crops, you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so then you want to put a dispenser here, and you want to put a dispenser here. From here you want to build a wall 2 high around the entire structure. And then you also want to build right here, because number one, that way we will not have any crops that will not fall into our water source, and also it's going to be where we're going to end up putting the next water source for the next level up. So then from here you should build all the way around this. Okay, once you have all of this built, you're going to take your torches. You're going to place 4 down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and chuck our ladders down. Oh, wrong spot. And then from here, it just repeats this process. Exactly the same as it was. So we put down our blocks here. And we have our dirt going in. Again, leaving this spot open. And the cycle just repeats. And that's pretty much all there is. So that's how you put that together. Now let's go ahead and hook up the redstone. So once you've got your farms completed, as you can tell, I've got this one capped off already. Once you're done, you're going to go ahead and take your water buckets and you're going to chuck them into the dispensers. These are what's going to fire from your button in order to harvest your crops. Now, actually wiring the redstone is actually very simple to do. So what you want to do, we've got redstone dust, redstone repeaters, building blocks. You don't necessarily have to use half slabs like I am, but that's what I prefer using. So what you want to do is you want to put a block on the back of each of these dispensers. And then you want to run redstone along a platform like this. Again, like I said, you don't have to use half slabs. I just like using them. Ooh, lag. I hope you guys didn't see that. Probably did. Okay, so then you want to place your repeater down here and a repeater down here, and just like this, and then redstone dust across like this. Now, okay, so your bottom layer is going to have to hook up to where your button is. How you set that up is completely up to you, but this is how you connect each individual module. Place redstone dust here. You want to come out a block over here. You put a block here and put a block here. Now, part of the reason why I like using slabs so much is because that way the redstone only goes up. Now, not that this is going to be a problematic circuit, but it's just a habit I have. And then that's how you wire up the layers together. And that's exactly how it's done. Okay, so this example right here, you can obviously tell I went completely overboard building this thing. This entire farm is 40 layers tall and reaches the build limit. And so if I go ahead and step inside, in here we have obviously our wheat, our carrots, our potatoes, and our beetroot. But the thing is, with this particular build that I have made, it is, like I said, it's 40 levels tall, which means with those 4 crops, I end up getting 10 levels of each type of crop. Now, the crops that you use is completely up to you. You can choose to whichever of these crops you want. If you have a mod turned on where you have other crops that are grown the exact same way, you can use those as well. And how much crop you get out of the entire harvest is completely dependent on what your preferences are, how many layers of each type you have, and generally the amount that you get off of harvest off of one level. So let's go ahead and push this button. And this is, whoa, lag, my gosh. And you guys are seeing a lot of this lag, aren't you? I don't even know what's going to end. Just there's so many craps falling from above. And this is taking forever to collect. Is that it? Is that it? Are we finally done with the lag? Okay, so 40 levels, 10 levels of each type of crop. So let's go ahead and see what we got out of that. And we have a full inventory. Plus, oh, I would have thought we had some still left on the ground. Apparently not. We picked up all of that, and unless the amount I got is strictly because I'm in creative mode and therefore everything turned out to a full stack. Which I suppose is what just happens aside these poisonous potatoes, these 8 poisonous potatoes. That's not full stack. And then obviously you go back up your ladders and you go ahead and plant all your crops again. And it's not too hard to build, it's just a bit resource expensive depending on how big you want your tower. It is, provided you don't reach the build limit of the world, this is effectively infinitely expandable. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys later.